Hi guys, and welcome to another video with me, Shira Star Hobby. I wanted to go in depth with you on my one-of-a-kind vinyl repaint, TheWhandigo collection. One of my first videos was a photo shoot video on how I go about doing a photo shoot with these girls. And as I've said before in that video, the artist goes by the Instagram handle TheWhandigo, and he is a vinyl repaint artist from Hungary, and his name is Ezra. And I have bought several of his dolls. I've actually had well over 30, if not close to 40 by now. I have slimmed down my collection a lot because I was trying to figure out which style of head I preferred, since he does a variety of sculpts, whether it's Monster High, Ever After High, Barbies, all kinds of dolls really. He does a lot of different sculpts, and so I kind of narrowed it down, and I prefer the Barbie fashionistas and heads similar to that size. Now this girl is Rey, R-E-Y, and her head sculpt is actually not a Barbie. She is actually a Star Wars Forces of Destiny Rey head, and he originally put her on a Disney Descendants body, but as soon as I got her, she was taken off that body and put on the Asian purple top made to move body, which the made to move bodies are probably my most favorite thing that Mattel has come up with in these last few years. I love that they're doing them now in a variety of skin colors, different heights, different, whether it's original size, petite size, curvy size, tall size. They've got so many varieties, and now they're doing Ken dolls, which is very cool. And so I have to think about the color between the face and the body to make sure that they actually fit or, look well together. Thankfully, this one was a pretty good match. Another thing that Ezra does with all of his dolls, they all come dressed with an outfit and shoes, usually. Sometimes he'll sell just the head with the wigs. He makes all the wigs himself. He usually prefers the alpaca fiber, which is my favorite as well to use for wigs. And I love that he includes a hand-drawn sketch of each doll, and it's my favorite. And he always leaves a cute little message on the back as well. So this is Rey again, and she was made in February of this year, and she's the oldest girl that I have to date. I have had dolls that he's made like years back. They were older Monster High ones, but like I said, I've slimmed down my collection, and I feel like the Barbie fashionistas and similar sized heads are my favorite. So let's get her dressed so that she's not naked. I love the Barbie fashion packs. These Puma ones are my favorite. Some of my favorites. She's got a very mischievous, tomboyish, gamer girl vibe. She's got lots of tattoos. This one actually says gamer. She's got this heart here. She's got this logo here. She's got, let's see, better pants her again. She's got this palm tree on her calf, and then she's got the ankle one here. And I just love, oh, and I forgot this one that matches the one on her back. So yeah, she's kind of like rebellious, kind of, you know, she likes to just be lazy. She's always doing something as far as being techie with her video games. I have a lot of like gamer props and headphones and tablets and laptops and things. She prefers to be, like I said, comfy clothes. I also like to give her glasses from time to time because it just makes her look like she's kind of nerdy, which, I mean, I love that, you know. Nerdy girls are always cute. And so she gets the glasses sometimes. And she's always in sneakers as well. So this is my Ray. I get so many compliments on her. She is probably one of the most favorites out of my entire collection that everybody seems to like the most. So there she is, my beautiful Ray girl. And she's not too impressed with this video, but she's just gonna have to deal with it. So there's Ray. And I will move on to her sister. Say bye, Ray. Next up is Daya. Now, I named her Daya because her face sculpt is Daya. She is a fashionista number 122, and she came on her original fashionista body, but I went ahead and found her a perfect skin match, which is the BMR 1959 Kira body. If you've seen the Kira, she's the Asian one with the beret and the long purple dress with the lime green and the jacket and the really high top sneakers. And she has her nails painted, which I think all the girls in the BMR line have the nails painted, and this lime green matches the dress that she wore. Now, she too has tattoos. I really like hers too, so I put her in crop tops a lot so that her tattoos will peek out. Just look at that face. I mean, the detail. Her lashes, she's got teeth. She's just incredible. Again, the artwork that came with her, super gorgeous. And I'm still trying to figure out a way to display these because they are little pieces of artwork and I do want to put them up. I just haven't decided if I want to put them on something permanent or something removable because, you know, in case I ever have to sell them, which that's not an option right now, but in case I ever do have to sell them, I want to be able to include the artwork because this to me is, you know, part of the deal. You can't have one without the other. So, I love Daya. She's very free, I guess. She likes fashion, so, you know, she is a fashionista. She kind of, you know, has a mind of her own. She doesn't really follow the crowd, I guess. I love the personality that she has. I love these made to move bodies. They are really great. posing is just amazing. Let's get her dressed. She looks good in a lot. You wouldn't think so because her hair is green, but she really does look good in like all the colors. So here's one of those crop tops I mentioned. If I can get it on right. It's a one-shouldered top so that you can see her tattoos. With the bright pink skirt. This is actually another fashionista outfit. And whoop, there goes that. I did tighten the skirt because it's meant for curvy Barbies, so I tightened it so that it would fit the original girls better. And it makes it go up a bit. That's okay. So this is Daya. Her hair tends to go in her face a lot, so I kind of always have it pulled like this to the side. And then I'll have her actually hold it. And that's kind of how I style her for pictures and stuff. So there's Daya. We'll see you for the next girl. Bye. Up next is Alec. Now, I had originally named her Diamond, which is why her tattoos are diamonds. But her face sculpt is actually called Alec. She is a Barbie Fashionista's number 110. And this face in particular has been used by Mattel a lot. She has been produced in all types of skin colors. This girl is the fairest of them all, I believe, because her body match is the Asian purple top made to move body, which is the palest of the made to move bodies. At least I think it's the palest one. This girl had me scared because I had ordered her in April, or maybe it was, well, she was made in April, but it was like during the height of the pandemic, and of course overseas shipping from Hungary, she was lost. And I called and I called and I called, and she finally arrived. She was stuck in some customs place in a different state for weeks, and I just kept bugging them, calling every day, asking them to check the tracking, and she finally made it. So she is the youngest of all my girls. She's about 17, and you can tell why. She's got braces, and to me that just gives off a very young vibe. And I just love her. I mean, she's just so sassy. Even with her braces, she's all like, what? You know, very attitude. I gave her some earrings. She already had the earring holes. And I just love her. She is also one of my absolute favorites. She looks good in a lot of things as well. Her hair color too is such a pretty color. He does a really good job with mixing the face paint, you know, according to mixing the hair, I should say, picking the hair color to go with the face paint. Here's her artwork that he drew of her. So beautiful. And let's Let's get her dressed. She is actually one of my other girls, is her older sister. She won't be in this video because I split them up. Since I have 11 of them right now, I figure that would be too many to do in one video. So I split them up. I'm gonna do 6 today and then 5 or 6 in the next one, depending on if I have any more incoming girls, which I'm looking at one right now. I'm talking with Ezra via DM on Instagram, and she's another fashionista, and I love her, and she hasn't been sold yet, which means she's waiting for me, and so she will probably be in the next video with the rest of my collection if she makes it here within the next few weeks. Who knows? Because like I said, the pandemic is kind of starting all over again, and the overseas shipping is getting to be bad again. So there she is with her pink sneakers. Love these shoes. Mattel has come such a long way. Look at all the detail in those. Oh, I love it. But anyway, this is Alec. We'll see you later. This is MENA. She, to me, is an African queen. Just, when I saw her, I was kind of blown away by the fact that her hair was so light compared to her dark skin. And it's so hard to capture detail on these darker vinyl dolls, but even then he did an amazing job with her. I know the lighting in here is not great, and I apologize for that. I tried to find a good spot with a lot of natural daylight, but I love her teeth. Her light brown eyes are so beautiful. Here's the artwork that she came with. She is a Barbie Fashionistas number 90. Her head sculpt is named June. I put her on the Made to Move yoga version, which was like the very first version in this dark chocolate color. I'm not sure if she would fit better on, say, the Rock Climber Made to Move girl or the new BMR 1959 Petite Dark girl. I'm kind of hesitant to try out other bodies for her because removing the head requires hot water, and I don't want to risk her face up being ruined in any way, so I usually transfer them one time from their original bodies that they come on to a Made to Move, and then I leave it. I don't want to keep shrinking and stretching, not shrinking, but with the hot water, you know, it expands their faces, and then once their heads cool down, they contract, and that could distort their face ups a lot. Her face up actually is a little bit damaged because I had a heck of a time getting these earrings in. I don't know what Mattel was thinking. Her earring holes were too small for the posts. And so I had to like slim down the posts and like shove them in. And that kind of messed up her face a little bit. You can't tell in the camera, but I can see it. And so, like I said, I don't want to keep manipulating her face to try on other made-to-move dark-skinned bodies. So this is just going to have to do for now or forever because I really don't want to risk ruining her face up. The darker vinyls are hard, you know, they're hard enough as it is to maintain the colors and things after layers and layers of paint. So, but this girl, she really is just an African queen. I love her so much. She's the only darker skinned girl I've got. Because I think, you know, overall it's hard for repaint artists to paint on such dark skin because it requires so many layers. So she's truly a one of a kind. I'm not sure if I've seen any more in this skin color painted by Ezra. I am keeping track though. I've followed him on Instagram. I've turned on the post notifications every time he posts a new doll. I'm like right there looking to see if I want to add her to my collection. But yes, this is Emiane, my African goddess. And I hope you guys like her. Now this is Tang, Tang. She is a political candidate, President Barbie. I guess she's considered a fashionista because she came on the body which has very little articulation. But her face sculpt is called Leah. And she's actually one of the most popular face sculpts that Mattel has created. She's been around for a lot of years, and I believe she's, been produced in lots of colors as well. I put her on the purple top Asian made-to-move Barbie body, which actually comes with a Leah sculpt face as well. But this girl is just to die for. One of my absolute favorites. She's my only Asian girl. I want more because, the Asian aesthetic is probably my favorite amongst all the dolls that I own. So I'm trying to kind of go in that direction with them. Here is her artwork. And as you can see, I play with their hair a lot and I'm always styling them differently. So in the sketches, their hair is always kind of just straight down, but I always end up restyling it. Sometimes I'll even cut their hair. Hers I haven't cut, but I do like to keep it pulled back and off her face so you can see all the details. She's got freckles. Her lips are like two different colors. She's just so beautiful. And she was kind of sold before he even listed her because, like I said, I kind of keep track of his dolls, and as soon as they pop up, sometimes he'll do previews in his stories, his Instagram stories, and I'll kind of, be stalking his page if I'm like really interested in a doll. Sometimes I don't even get the notification, so I miss dolls that I really, really wanted. There's two in particular that I really wanted and I missed them. But what can you do? I can't have them all. She looks really good in reds. I forgot to show you her tattoo because it's on her back. And as you can see, it's a cat. I picture her as, you know, a Nakoma fan from Haikyuu. She could be, what's his name? Kenma's sister or something. I know he doesn't have one. I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a sister, but I just picture her as being in the stands, cheering for Nakoma, because like I said before, Neko is the Japanese word for cat, and Nakoma, their mascot is a cat. So I absolutely love her tattoo though. This was it was kind of like a spur of the moment tattoo. I wasn't really thinking, I was just looking through the different images that I had available. And I just thought it was very fitting. Asians and cats, they're like always connected, you know? And so I really wanted her to have something that represented a cat. And at the time when I received her, I was watching the live action, I guess, version of The King's Avatar, which is a Chinese animated series that they've made on Netflix. It's a Netflix original, and one of the girls in the show, her name was Tong, and I just thought it was perfect for her, and that's where her name came from. But this is my beautiful Japanese or Chinese Asian girl, Leah, or Tong, which I like to call her. And she is one of my favorites. I just love her so much. And I hope you do too. And last but not least, for this video at least, is James. Now, she is not a Barbie fashionista because her head sculpt is the live action Cinderella, played by Lily James. So this head was sculpted to look like the actress Lily James. And I believe she was produced by Hasbro because Hasbro now has the rights to make the Disney line dolls that when Mattel lost to them. So that is another reason why her name is James. And so I love that he stayed with her blonde aesthetic. Even though we all know that the real Cinderella, at least, you know, in the original film by Disney, her hair was red. But that's okay, because this girl is killing the blonde hair, those piercing blue eyes, her bright purple lips, which that was what really got me. I saw her and I was just like blown away. Here's her artwork. Her artwork makes her look a little bit younger than what I think. I mean, to me, she's in her early 20s. She's very fashion forward, very glam. She likes to be fancy, which is funny because, you know, Cinderella was just a very humble girl, you know. She grew up, you know, taking care of her stepsisters and her stepmother. You know, she did the cleaning and the washing and the everything. But yeah, this girl, I mean, look at her earrings, you know, she's all like ba-bam. Very, very beautiful girl. I just love how he interpreted her face and everything. She is also on the Asian purple top made to move Barbie body. Most of my girls are, because it seems that, I mean, it just seems that I like the fair, you know, real pale girls. So this is James. She's got some roses right here on her thigh. This body originally didn't belong to her. It belonged to another TheWhandigo repaint that I had, that I sold. And this tattoo was already on the body and I didn't want to take it off. And I love it there. It's cute when she's got on like a mini skirt. It just peeks out a little bit. So that is James. And I'm gonna put her in this Barbie dress. It's supposed to look like a denim dress. Whoops, maybe not. Maybe she'll just stay naked because the clothes keeps falling out of my hands. No worries. Yeah, so James, like I said, she's very, very glam. She always likes to look her best, and her hair looks a little dark right now because I had to tame the flyaways with some water, because the alpaca, even though it's a beautiful fiber and it makes the hair look very natural, it does have a lot of static, and so the hair always has flyaways, and so I'm always having to, you know, maintain the hair by keeping it nice and combed. That's another reason why I do pull their hair back a lot, or try to anyway, whether it's in a bun or a ponytail or whatever. But with hers being so short, I kind of just leave it the way it is. She looks really cute with hats on as well. But yeah, she is also one of my favorites. Cinderella is overall my most favorite princess from the Disney line. She always has been, ever since I was little. And so I thought it was fitting that I brought this girl home, because in reality, she is the Cinderella of now. She's the 2020 Cinderella. Very, just stunning. Love her so much. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, I've got more TheWhandigo repaints that I will do in another video because I didn't want to make this one too long. If you like my content, please subscribe to my channel. I love hearing from you guys, so you know, comments are always welcome. If you have any questions, if you have certain content you want to see that I might be able to do, let me know. It would be neat to see what your thoughts are on these girls and so forth. So, like I said before, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.